What did I just watch? Why does this exist? Hi, I'm Will, I'm the host of the Bald Book Geek, and welcome to this episode of my own chaotic evil. Hello. Okay, Tomb Raider, The Legend of Lara Croft, the Netflix animation. Okay, so I'm not going to do the typical review here. Basically, Lara Croft is a lesbian for some reason. Zip is now a flamboyant gay man. Why? And every negative gay stereotype is represented in Zip. Quite literally. Like, oh, I could just, yeah. Every negative stereotype is fully on show, and no, we're not all like that. Just saying. This show is mediocre at best. But the one thing that got to me was that it completely missed the point of Lara Croft. So this takes place after the Survivor trilogy. I don't like those games. But it's meant to unify the timelines, so the events of the Survivor trilogy, the original games, and the Legends trilogy kind of get merged into one. So, Lara Croft has no agency, really, in this story. She spends a lot of time moping, and she retreads the same emotional beats over and over and over. She honestly just is downtrodden and guilt-ridden. Where's the fun, witty Lara Croft that we know? The original Lara Croft was an independent agent. Her parents were still alive, and the whole thing was her in her own thing. She wanted to go on these adventures. That was it. That's what she wanted to do. And, she's been replaced by this kind of sad, weepy, mousy, plain Jane girl and who needs her friends to hug her and support her. Do I mention the interpersonal drama in this show is off the charts? Angelina Jolie did Lara Croft better. She embodied Lara Croft. They completely failed it. Like, they take a character who was not strong because she would go and get into bar fights or beat up the bad. She was strong because she was intelligent. She was sharp-witted. She knew her story. She knew her agency. And this Lara Croft, I mean, it's meant to take place after all of that, and it feels so disjointed. There are plot holes riddled throughout, by the way. Like, the plot holes just drive me insane. I mean, Lara the Croft might as well be, she might as well be superhuman in the show at a weird point. You can definitely tell that the people that did it don't like the source material, and they're trying to erase Lara Croft and her archaeology and her tomb raiding and her treasure hunting, because, we need to give the artifacts back. It's fiction. Ugh. The dialogue is chunky as hell. This is not how normal people speak. And you know what? There's a really talented voice cast in this show. By the way, exclusive content on Patreon and available to channel members. What the hell? This is not how people speak. And they've really wasted some good voice actors. It's a poor attempt at reviving an iconic character who started in a Derby office. It makes... I mean, the script is hilariously bad. The plot holes are all over the place. And from the very first episode, by the way, it's disjointed. And she just feels like this nerfed, weepy, boring character. And what the hell happened? Like, the Twitter shills are already like, oh my god, I want to get off with lesbian Lara Croft, she's so hot. If that's the only reason you watch the show, you're severely gone in the head at this point. It's not a good portrayal of Lara. The animation is terrible, by the way. Can I mention, like, this weird, outdated style that looks like it's been done? I can do better on my computer, by the way. Why does the frame rate drop? I see people, like, clapping like sills on IMDb, bringing great references from classic games of the 90s, current films, and recent, like, oh, dear God. This show ain't it. It's bad animation, it's bad writing. It's really not great. It's kind of cheesy as well. That's something that kind of hit me. I mean, seriously, the endless death of Lara's father is mentioned in every episode, and I'm like, why? Where is her agency? If this show is about, like, female empowerment, why is she beholden to men, like, 90% of the time? Can we just mention that? The jokes are also not good. The jokes, are not good. It's... And why did... This is something someone pointed out, actually, on a website. Why is it kids... why did they hire a kids' animation house for this show? The style doesn't match what they're trying to do. I really hate this style. I hate it. I don't think it's very good. I don't think it's very strong. I don't think it does justice to such an iconic character. And, it's just not strong. Lara Croft is known for intelligence, her resourcefulness, and she's reduced to this cliche, boring hero that I've seen a million times. It just... I would rather them go back and revisit the original Lara Croft, and I'm looking forward to the next remastered set. It's just so... it's very icky, it's very boring. It's just boring. This isn't Lara Croft. This is a generic Mary Sue attempted girl boss character that just spends her time crying and hugging her friends and interpersonal drama. Just... yeah, I'm not watching the rest of it. I made it through a couple of episodes. Not going back. This isn't Lara Croft. This is a hollowless, emotionless, boring shell. And it shouldn't be this. As someone that's been there since the beginning, who played Tomb Raider on my Sega Saturn back in the day, she's just frustrating. It's frustrating watching. And, I have no interest in this show. Like, it's just, it's trash. Don't bother with it. There are plenty of better shows. The Penguin, for example, is fantastic. So watch The Penguin. Bye, guys.